Welcome to Make It Last with Say Jaf and Kas. I'm your host, Harry Cassell.
Jafari Roberts.
Say Jaf.
We're only with you for about 10 to 15 minutes once a week, so let's make that time last. And by make that last, let me start by saying my deepest condolences to all of your March Madness brackets.
Rest in peace, every single person's March Madness bracket. Everyone lost. We put in a good effort.
We're
done.
You can't lose if you didn't make one, so
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Duke,
Only the best would
Louisville,
pay off.
and Villanova all had notable losses, and Charles Barkley's bracket looks worse than mine.
Charles Barkley's bracket looks worse than everybody's.
You know, there's a little number next to where your bracket ranks, and for Charles Barkley, I think it's just like the poop emoji.
His number last. Just the very bottom.
You guys know who Charles Barkley looks like? He looks like a cartoon version of the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Have you noticed that?
That's next poll.
Put it on the poll, guys. Does Charles Barkley look like the Thing from the Fantastic Four? We had a poll last week. It was, does Jeff Van Gundy look like Beaker the Muppet? You want to take it, Say Off?
And 27 of you guys voted. 70% of you said yes. And those 70%, you guys are right. Those other 30%, why'd you vote? Like, why you gotta be difficult?
Good luck in the next poll.
Yeah.
Choose
the right answer next time.
Among people that are wrong, we had Devin, my 15-year-old cousin, who knows everything on the podcast last week. And
Apparently not.
in hindsight, if he had 1 week of hindsight, I bet he would have said a lot of different stuff on our podcast. One thing he said was Adrian Peterson will 100% be on the Seahawks.
Psych. They bought a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger that Jafari is referring to is in terms of Eddie Lacy.
So there's no way they're getting Adrian Peterson now, obviously.
He was too fit for them.
He was way too fit, apparently.
Also, Devin said that Duke was going to win, I think in 20 seconds was his exact quote.
Duke was going to easily win the championship.
And it's going to be hard because they lost to South Carolina. So
The round of 32.
And rounding off the list, since last week, Kenny Stills has dropped a basketball and 3 phone calls. So just not your week, Devin. Come on next week.
Devin. All right, let's move on to March Madness. Let's start with a team that didn't get a lot of love on the get-go, but is looking really strong in Purdue. My man, Caleb Swanigan, has now become the first player in 25 years to score 600 points, get 400 rebounds, and dish for 100 assists, getting that 100th assist on Saturday night when they beat Iowa State to advance to the Sweet 16.
Purdue looks really good.
Really underlooks.
I feel like Swanigan looks so good that no one's talking about Vince Edwards. We're dating back to last year. Through 4 games in the tournament, he's averaging 20, 9, and 4 assists. And they're playing so well that it's such a shame they're going to lose to Kansas.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think they get over Kansas. And it would be good because if they did somehow, the whole other bracket looks really weak.
Yeah.
Duke, Louisville, and Villanova are all gone. And let me make sure you know this. Villanova lost. Okay, you might as well have a good bracket. Louisville lost. We were done then, and now Duke has lost. Your bracket is done. Do not lie about it.
Your bracket's shot.
Your bracket. Don't say you have a good bracket.
My
Phil.
bracket
Don't
is
say you
still
have a perfect bracket. No.
My bracket is perfect.
You didn't make a
so
bracket.
I didn't lose.
I think the only
I'm
reason
still in this.
we're not watching for your bracket anymore. Jafari and I, when we watch the tournament, we like to look for bona fide NBA studs. One that particularly stood out to us was Josh Jackson.
Josh Jackson
Kansas.
balled out.
Had a game with 23 points with 1 assist, and he just looked so confident over
turnover.
Michigan State.
Asterisk.
What did I say?
He said one assist.
Did I say one turnover?
Yeah, only 1 assist. He wasn't very distributing with the rock.
I think he had 2 or 3 assists, but I don't have that.
Either way, the man was balling out, and with a very solid game, and a Michigan State team that was fighting the whole time. On the opposite side of the spectrum, Jason Tatum did not look good at all when Duke lost South Carolina. 15 points and 5 turnovers, 5 critical turnovers, and then fouled out. Not a good look. So I have to put Josh Jackson as a prospect over Jason Tatum. I don't know about you guys, but
my favorite thing coming up in the tournament, and I'm sure a lot of you had this game penciled in because it's a pretty obvious game that's coming up. Kentucky is playing UCLA. It's the 2 and the 3 seed, and it just looks so good. You're gonna have Fox going against Ball. You're gonna have Monk going against Leaf, and you're just gonna see
Who's Leaf?
Leaf.
Exactly. I hype Leaf.
Is that a white guy?
Yeah,
you would hype the white guy.
I would. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I do what Massa say.
The only reason I'm excited for this game is I want to see what LeVar Ball says. Or should I say, I hope he doesn't say anything, but he's definitely going to say something.
LeVar Ball is going to play in that game.
Yup.
I'm pretty sure LeVar Ball trying to convince the coach right now to drop every single player but Lonzo for that game, just to let him ball out, because I'll have a better chance.
Everyone is saying that Lonzo is just a lock for I think the 2 or wherever they're
2 or 3.
wherever they're putting him. Not a very clean looking jump shot, and the man plays very little defense.
Zero defense.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Very easy to get rebounds.
We named two other people earlier in the podcast who I think have brighter futures. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Hey, I have to agree.
All I'm gonna say on that. Another thing we got to see is we got to watch True TV, which is a station that the three of us don't normally watch. So on True TV,
except for Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, besides Impractical
Shout
Jokers.
out to that show.
Shout out to Q.
Very funny.
Shout out to Q.
We were watching, and we saw that there's a commercial for Chris Webber's new prank show, to which too many people have a prank show.
Yeah,
it's official. If you're giving one to Chris Webber, like too many people have a prank show, put that on the poll. Are you gonna watch Chris Webber's prank show on True TV? Because you're not.
I mean, probably not. I might look at it.
2 episodes.
I'd have to be very
You're gonna
bored.
watch 2 episodes.
No.
2 full episodes? No. Man, nah. No, I'm sorry, Chris Webber.
No disrespect to Chris Webber as a basketball player in the pro or collegiate environment in any way, but I mean, like, Chris Webber is in every March Madness in a particular video, and it's not a particularly good video, and now we're advertising a prank show, and we get it.
Yeah,
we get it. We get it. It'd be like if Allen Iverson was like, you guys should practice more. You're like, what are you doing, Allen Iverson?
Come on now. While we're on the NBA, let's not talk about how the Spurs and the Wizards dropped games when they could have chased the 1 seed or whatever.
If you guys want to hear about the Golden State and the Spurs, I feel like you can just turn on ESPN, but that's not what we are. As I said, we like to make time last. We like to make things meaningful. We're going to talk about the Jazz.
The Jazz, who have looked good throughout the year and now look great. They have been consistently good.
Favors he's finally coming in after coming back from injury. Hayward is playing like a certified baller, like the all-star he is, and George Hill is turning out to be a certified fantastic pickup for their GM.
Yeah.
And they look good now.
They're going to look great beating the Clippers in the postseason.
Hey.
You know when they didn't look good? When Kobe dropped 60 on him in his last game.
Yeah, it's good to know for something else besides Kobe dropping 60 and using him as a punching bag.
They looked sad.
They look pretty sad.
Just very sad.
Speaking about the Lakers, there is a fight. If Kobe was still here, I'd like to think that he would do something during the fight last week.
No, he wouldn't. Mm-hmm. He'd let his teammates do it for him. It's okay.
He'd be waiting for the ball. No, but still just like, I want the rock still.
For those of you that don't know, Nick Young was going for a layup. Malcolm Brogdon, your boy.
My boy. He went a little too hard that time.
Malcolm Brogdon swatted at him. Young, upset, pushes Brogdon, to which Greg Monroe, who's a gigantic man, pushes Young, and D'Angelo Russell does the most say-off thing I've ever seen in all of professional basketball.
I hate you guys.
I've never seen anything. D'Angelo Russell, the point guard for the Lakers, runs to the other side of the pileup, pushes the back of Greg Monroe into another person, and then by the time Greg Monroe turns around, he's nowhere to be found.
He ran so fast. He was gone.
Russell has dipped.
Shouts out to Russell.
Shouts out to Russell.
Shouts out to Russell
he still did something.
The honorary say-off.
The honorary say-off approves.
The National Basketball Association.
I'm okay with that.
I think while we're on say-off related things.
I'm in the NBA now.
While
we're on say-off related things. There was a soccer player, Mohamed Anas. I hope his name is pronounced Anas. He was in an interview recently, and they just gave him a quick shout out, and this is the actual audio of what he said. All right, you ready, Mohamed?
And I appreciate my friends also, my wife and my girlfriend.
Your what? Your what, Mohamed?
What?
You want to give it one more try? Your wife and your girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry to say.
Okay, that's better.
Got it.
At least he apologized for that.
He shouted out his wife and his girlfriend in a man of the match speak.
I would like to thank all of the women I've met on eHarmony.
Wow, I don't know. I think this gets the say-off award of the day. I don't know about D'Lo was good, but this man really
Put that on the poll. What is a bigger say-off moment? Thanking your wife and your girlfriend, or punching someone in the back and then running away
as fast as possible.
I'm not showing up next show. I hate you.
As opposed to normally when he shows up. I think you missed 2 out of 3, so you came to the last one as appropriate.
Yeah, you did it, man.
High five.
Hey, now run away.
All right, thank you guys for this week. This has been Make It Last with Say Jaf and Kas. If you like it, subscribe to the YouTube page, follow us on Twitter, and definitely vote on all of the polls. I'm going to re-listen because I think we've said like 15 polls, and we're only going to put up... We'll put up all.
We'll put up some.
We'll put up all.
We'll see what we put up.
I'm going to make Say off do it.
We're getting carried away with this Twitter thing.
Guys, you guys are awesome. I'd like to thank my wife and my girlfriends. I love you guys.
You'd like to thank who?
And I appreciate my friends also. My wife and my girlfriend. Yeah, I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry.